Hierophant, Lovers, Death in Reverse, Ten of Cups on the bottom. So, the Hierophant in this instance is speaking of the institution of marriage. The Lovers card, also a card of marriage and partnership. It's also a card of choices, and I consider it choices in regards to marriage and love and partnership and all that kinds of stuff. But this is the Death card in reverse, and this means that there is a change being resisted. And what I'm getting more specifically is that there's a fear of a change, which is being met with a lot of resistance in somebody's mind or heart. And it's probably in somebody's heart space, because this is a cup, the Ten of Cups is a card of emotion, right? Family fulfillment. It's just a ton of emotion and love in this card, right? Notice these cards are upright. This is upright. This is upright. This is the only card in reverse, and I feel like this is a fear that's simply unfounded. I split the deck, and there is the Six of Pentacles, the card of giving, sharing, right? Handing out something to somebody who needs it, is in need. I feel like there's somebody in a relationship. It could be a family situation, but I think it's probably a romantic relationship. There's somebody who feels afraid because they're not sure that they're gonna get the love and emotional fulfillment that they want or would need or require from this situation. So the deck is split 3 times. We've got, of course, the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, but we also have the Seven of Swords, the Thief card. Somebody is afraid. Somebody's afraid that love is going to be stolen from them in this relationship and partnership. You know what it could be? It could be because of children. It could be because of a child. It could be, okay, so maybe say, for example, if you're out there and you have a relationship right now, say you're married and say you're thinking about starting a family, right? Maybe there's somebody in this relationship who is afraid that if you do have children, they're not going to get attention and love like they used to. And they're scared of that. That's a transformation that they're resisting, right? That's what I'm really getting here. And I know that's kind of specific, but to apply it to other situations, for example, you have to change jobs or something, and you're going to have less time to devote to this partnership, right? You still love this person completely, but you might have less time to devote to it. And so they're afraid that they are not going to get the emotional fulfillment anymore, right? So that's one example. That's another example of how the scenario could play out. Could be a lot of different situations, but somebody feels like they're going to not be getting this love and fulfillment anymore. You know, so what to do about that? I mean, I guess just be aware of it. Just be aware that you feel this way, or that somebody might feel this way in a situation that you know about. You know, it's like they love you, right? Or the family, or whatever it is. And they just don't want to lose any of that love. Any of the love that you give them, the attention that you give them, they just don't want to lose it. And I'm not getting selfishness here. It's just some levels of the issue might sound selfish, like if, for example, it is about kids and somebody's afraid they won't get attention or love anymore if they're kids. And it's like, yeah, that sounds selfish, but you've got to remember is coming from a place of these people or this person loves you, and they just don't want to lose any of that, you know? It's not great to know that someone feels that way, right? It's not great to be faced with that. So I'm actually pulling out the serious deck on this. This is what I call, I don't know, the serious deck, like this specific deck of cards. It's called the Gypsy Oracle deck. And it is a very serious deck. You only pull this deck if you really want to cut to the truth, right? And so my question is kind of just like, how do we deal with this situation? Like, if you're the person who's afraid that they're going to lose some love, how do you deal with that? Other than being aware that you feel this way, how do you deal with it? Sorrow. Wow. See? This is not a joke. This deck is serious. This is the deck that you go to for the hard truth that you may not want to hear. Gift. Yeah, somebody feels like they've been given such a gift with this love that they've got here. And the thought of losing any of it makes them just really upset. Messenger. Reunion in reverse. Yeah. Maybe somebody is pregnant. Maybe somebody is already pregnant. And there's like no deciding, well, do we want a family or not? Like, it's coming. Right? And the news of this has just been sort of a thief to somebody's happiness here. Somebody's feeling sorrow over the news of this. But in general, in the situation, to like everybody, that's like beautiful news, right? Oh, we're expecting. Well, wow. The Lovers, 10 of Cups, gift. What a gift, right? A gift of a family. But somebody's afraid that they're going to lose the emotion. Money in reverse when I split the deck. Yeah, there's just like all kinds of just like worry about loss. Like, because if you do have a child, then, you know, obviously that's going to cost a lot of money. Probably the man in this relationship is like worried about these things. It's probably him who is having these feelings. Waiting. Yeah. Somebody's just apprehensive about this. But it's a change that they cannot resist. Wow. So I cut the deck. And there's two. So this is two decks combined because for me, like, the original deck of this is not thick enough. And I want double messages if I can get them. To me, if I pull a card twice, that is like double the message. That tells me that there's a specific message here that is most important of all. Okay? And I often combine two decks. If they're small enough. Like regular tarot decks are like pretty much never small enough to combine two of them together. But Oracle decks often are. Yeah, they're just afraid that this change is going to keep you apart. It's going to take you apart and like hinder the possibility of a reunion, of connecting. Because your attention is going to be elsewhere and your love is going to be like, because when you have a child, right, like you've never felt love like that before. You've never felt anything like that, the love that you feel for the child, right? So it's true, your spouse will never know like that type of love from you because you don't have that type of love for anybody else, right? And this is hard for them to come to terms with. So that's all the information we're going to be getting from cards. And I would like to say, if this is an issue, if this is an issue that's going to like keep being an issue, go to therapy, go to couples counseling. You may need some like real world, physical, tangible kind of assistance with this. Look, this fell out, death in reverse again. Somebody's resisting this, and resisting that's not going to do it any good because it's coming. Okay? So I recommend couples therapy if this is a couples situation. And definitely, if you're running into issues, I would be very firm about counseling. Don't put up with it. Don't put up with the notion of getting outside help being rejected by your partner. It's a give and take here between two people. It takes two to tango, and keep the peace. And we're going to need cooperation from both parties. So You might have to set up appointments for counseling, but make sure your partner attends, and many blessings and the best wishes to you in this situation.